Let's be honest, racial hierarchy continues to exist in the world, not because some evil white supremacist overlord at the top keeps it alive, but because all of us play a part in its survival. Take East Asia, for example. Japan, China, South Korea. The average person there doesn't believe for 1 second that a white person is superior to them, but many strongly believe they are superior to South Asians. Now the Indian, he will tell you with deep conviction that no white person or East Asian is better than him, but at the same time, he is equally convinced that he is better than Africans. Move up to North Africa. Egyptians, Libyans, Tunisians, do they think Indians are superior to them? Not for a second. But many are absolutely certain they are better than sub-Saharan Africans. In fact, do you know what the first thing Libyans did after Muammar Gaddafi fell? They started selling sub-Saharan Africans in their country as slaves. And then there are Somalis. With some Arab admixture, Somalis hate it when Arabs treat them as inferior. Yet, Somalis themselves are deeply convinced they are better than other black Africans. They even have derogatory term for sub-Saharan Africans. Yes, that's Somalia. The same logic plays out across the Atlantic. In the Dominican Republic, the black Dominicans resent white supremacy, but they are certain they are superior to their black neighbors in Haiti. In South Africa, you constantly hear the phrase white arrogance. People hate it, they resist it. Yet, many black South Africans hardly even see Zimbabweans as humans. And once again, they have a derogatory term for black Africans. So, where do Nigerians fit into all this? Well, Nigerians are just happy they are not Ghanaians. That's a joke, of course. Nigerians love Ghanaians. But here is the deep truth.
Kloski, analysis.
Racism doesn't just exist because of the people at the top of the hierarchy. It persists because everyone participates in keeping the ladder in place. What we are describing here is what sociologists sometimes call relative hierarchy or cascading prejudice. Even when oppressed people resist the prejudice directed at them, they often find comfort in not being at the very bottom of the chain. That relief, I may not be equal to them, but at least I'm better than you, becomes a mechanism that keeps racism alive. You can see this dynamic clearly in tensions between Latinos and Black Americans. This is why racism endures globally. It's not just a matter of white supremacy being imposed from above. It's also about how oppressed groups internalize the logic of hierarchy and pass it downwards. People constantly negotiate their place, and sometimes denigrating others becomes a strategy for survival, for acceptance, or even for dignity. Because if the people above you see you fraternizing with the people below you, you fear it diminishes you in their eyes. And this is also why dismantling racism is so difficult. It's not just about challenging the top. It's about unraveling the entire pyramid of comparisons people make to avoid being at the bottom.